Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at what is happening in the market. There are some big shifts as far as buyer demand and interest rates go. The buyer demand is really starting to drop off, especially in the last couple of months. We've seen interest rates go up since February and it's really starting to have an impact on buyer demand. About 3 months ago, interest rates were at 3.25%, and now we're at about 5.5%, depending on what kind of loan you get. So in the month of March, we saw a median sales price of $525,000, which was about 3% above the actual list price. So the price of average home listed was about $510,000 and ended up selling for $525,000. And then from March to April, we actually saw the number of home sales decrease, which is really concerning because going from March to April, we should see those numbers actually go up. But the number that we saw happen was actually about 150 less than we usually see in that month. From the month of March to April, however, prices continue to climb up. We saw median list price at $510 and actually sell at $525, so still selling for 3% above the asking price. So the interesting thing about this here is that we are seeing the demand on showings and the demand on the buyers in the market start to drop and go down, but we are seeing prices continue to stay flat or even continue to go a little bit higher. If we look at May and April data, we're really only looking at the offers that were made in March because it generally takes about 30 days to go through the process of buying a house if you're obtaining a loan. If we look back to what the market was like in March when people locked in their interest rates, they were still decent back then, around the 4% range, but now they're up to 5.25%, 5.5%, and that is what's really making a big difference in today's market. I'm seeing more and more houses get listed and be sitting on the market for nearly 2 weeks and not have any offers, which is kind of crazy because these homes are in areas you'd expect to get offers right off the bat. 6 months ago we would list a home and it was really common to get 10 to 15 showings the very first day. And right now, we're lucky to be getting 1 to 2 showings, so the buyer demand has really dropped off, and it's in large part due to the rising interest rates. So, how's this going to affect you if you already live here and you're looking to make a move here? What does that mean for you in this market? Well, if you're looking at, let's say, just a 4-bedroom house, regular subdivision, run-of-the-mill house, you could possibly rent that house for $200 to $300 less than what your mortgage payment would be. So unless you have a big chunk of money down, and you really want to purchase, as far as just a straight up monthly financial decision, renting might be better for the next 6 months. But the hard thing to know about that is the market going to continue to grow? Is it going to keep going up in prices? Will interest rates come back down? Are interest rates going to keep going up? There are a lot of unknowns in the market, so you may still want to look at buying and also be looking at what is happening in the market and say, hey, I'm going to be in the market for at least 3 to 5 years, maybe even more. And if you're holding on to the house for the long term, then I definitely think that buying is the smart decision because you're going to be able to lock in all of the tax benefits that come with buying. You're going to be able to pay down the loan. You're not going to be paying someone else's mortgage. When interest rates go back down, you'll be able to refinance. A lot of people think that they're locked into that rate. You're definitely not married to that rate, and just having the sense of security of owning your own house. We've talked about buyers and how that is going to affect them in the market, but let's say that you are a seller, and let's say that you're in the market and you're watching with what's happening with the market and you're thinking that now is the time to sell, or wondering if you should continue to hold on. Well, if you've got a place to sell, or let's say you've got a place to go when you do sell, then you might be in a position where selling now might make more sense. However, that depends on what you're expecting the market to actually do in the next 6 to 12 months. If interest rates continue to go up the way that they are, which I believe that they will, I think we could possibly see 6% within the next couple of months. Then it's going to be a lot harder for buyers to purchase homes, and that may reduce the number of buyers who are interested in your property. So if you're looking at selling property, you may want to do it sooner than later, unless you're gonna hold out through the market, hold on for the long term and get to the point where you know the market turns around again and that there are more buyers in the market. It's been a seller's market for so long now that, we're really seeing a big shift in how much activity is out there. And that's the thing I think is, most surprising is how quickly it has dropped off. So yeah, these are just my thoughts on, what's happening right now with the market and interest rates and what I'm seeing as a local real estate agent. There are so many interesting things that are happening and we're really starting to see a shift. And this was basically just a quick summary of what is going on. So as always, you guys, if you have any questions or comments about this, be sure to comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and we will catch you in the next one.